Hey, true crime friends. Thanks for joining me today. You're here with Mel, and I want to welcome you guys to Mysteries from the Morgue. Now, today's case, I'm going to take you back to 1953, West Texas. This is the unsolved murder and the tragic death of Pete Arrevalo. Now, I couldn't find a lot of information around Pete, but what I did find was the following. Pete was a 17-year-old who lived and grew up in Sonora, Texas, and worked in town at the Sonora service station. And during his shift on February 23rd, 1953, two gentlemen walked into the Sonora service station and needed help. They had run out of gas down the road and needed someone to help them. So Pete got in the truck with the gas can filled up and drove them over to their vehicle. However, Pete never returned. His boss got worried and contacted the authorities, and they started a search. It wasn't till the very next day on the 24th where they come across the company truck, which was about 7 miles from the service station. And 12 miles away from the truck is where they came across Pete's wallet and all his documents. Now, on Sunday, March 1st, 1953, the body of Pete was discovered about a mile east of Sonora, Texas, a couple who was out for a Sunday drive. Now, Pete's death was quickly ruled a homicide by the authorities and described it as one of the most brutal murders the area had ever seen. Now, according to the autopsy report, Pete had been severely beaten and left with a broken jaw and his skull with several fractures. He'd also been shot execution style in the back of his head. Now, the strange part about this is while Pete had been missing for 7 days, the medical examiner concluded that his body had only been placed in the brush 4 days prior. Now, that leaves some unanswered questions on what happened during those missing 3 days. Where was he? To this day, the murder of Pete Arrevalo remains unsolved. So, if you have any information about this case or thoughts on what might have happened during those missing days, please let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next case. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay curious, stay safe until the next time.